Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a new video. Today I'm going to review Tea for Three by Melissa Crosby. There are two more books in this series, trilogy. I don't know if it's going to be a 3-book thing or if she's going to continue writing these, but I'm going to read them because I really enjoy this book. So I read it on my e-reader and I just found it, that it was one of those sales that Kobo usually has. I think Kindle has them as well, in which like the first book of a series is free. So I decided to try it out and I really enjoyed it. So I'm not entirely sure because I checked Goodreads, but I think this is a Christian fiction novel, but I could be wrong because I've checked some reviews and some people mention it, some people didn't, and I think on Goodreads it is categorized as contemporary and women's fiction, something like that. So I'm not entirely sure, but there are a lot of faith and Christian elements in this book and I really enjoyed it, and in a way I think I stumbled upon a Christian novel without even realizing it. But don't take my word for it because I'm not an expert. There are tons and tons of Christian booktubers that you can follow if you are interested in reading more Christian fiction. I can link a couple of them down below, the ones that I follow, but honestly, I'm not entirely sure. I'm not. So let me just tell you about the story. In Tea for Three, we follow 3 women, Sarah, Kate, and Louise. They are all from different age groups. Louise is the eldest and she is a widow and the owner of a bookstore. Kate is the youngest. She's from the Philippines and she married this guy that her family didn't really approve of and moved to Carlton Bay. She is a homemaker. And Sarah, she's in her 40s, I believe, and unfortunately she just lost her husband. This is not a spoiler, it happens literally in the first 2 or 3 pages of the book. And it's our starting point because these women, although they live close to each other, like literally they live next door to each other, they never actually talked, or like they knew each other just briefly. But because of what happened to Sarah, Kate and Louise decide to just help her with anything she needs. So with the kids, she has 3 kids, with the house, with her mental health, with, just recovering from depression, and they become quick friends. However, the story is not just about Sarah, because as things get better with Sarah, and at the same time they don't, because grieving is a process, Louise and Kate also go through a whole lot of different issues in their personal lives, and they sort of make this little club for themselves called Tea for Three because they get together every other week and they have tea and they talk about it. I really enjoyed it. I think this book raises a lot of interesting questions when you're going through something that had such an impact in a negative way in your life, such as, the death of a loved one, or not feeling fulfilled in life, not feeling fulfilled in your personal life or professionally, and having to juggle so many different things. I think it was really beautiful the way some of these faith-related questions were asked and how the characters dealt with them. This part is a bit of a spoiler, but Louise is a widow and she is coming to terms with the fact that her husband was not the person she thought she knew, and she is in a way confronted with a secret that he kept for 15-16 years. Kate is coming to terms with the fact that her husband is dealing with a lot of issues that can put her life in jeopardy. Their faith is something that links these women together, and it is mentioned throughout the book. My favorite part was when they got the answers for the questions they were asking and sort of came back to a state of believing that everything's going to be okay and that there is a plan for everything. I just really enjoy that part. I think it is the basically it's the closure that we needed with this book. The book is divided into seasons, so winter, spring, fall, summer. The beginning of each part, there's this sort of line from the Bible, with the exception, I think, of one. There's a prayer, and there are two lines from the Bible, and then I think there's a quote. Okay, I'm sorry, the first one, winter, is a verse from Henry Johnstone, and it says, "Now I lay me down to sleep, I pray the Lord my soul to keep. If I should die before I wake, I pray to God my soul to take." Very, very popular. Then we have spring, and spring is a Psalm 34:18. "The Lord is near to the brokenhearted and saves the crushed in spirit." Then summer. "Do what you feel in your heart to be right, for you'll be criticized anyway." I like this one. For fall, we have a line from the Bible, and it is chapter 1 of Samuel, and it says, "For this child I prayed, and the Lord has granted the desires of my heart." And then winter again, because we go full circle, we have a serenity prayer. I didn't know this prayer, so I really liked it. It was a nice surprise. "God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference." So I really enjoy these little nuggets because on the one hand, they go with the story, and it sort of works as a foreshadowing for that part, so you sort of understand what it's going to be about. But at the same time, it was just like a really nice surprise because, again, I didn't know I was reading a book that I believe is Christian fiction. So the premise of the story is really simple, so I'm not going to go into detail. The fact that Sarah lost her husband in the beginning of the book is the reason that brought these women together, and the rest of the book is basically them navigating all of life's issues and coming together to help each other. It's a story about relationships. It's a story about healing, grieving, but healing process as well. Learning when to ask for help and have faith, Basically, I just really liked it. I think I'm at a point in my life that I just really needed a simple, wholesome story like that. So I'm really happy that I read it. And I'm going to read the next couple of books. They're already recommended to me here. After Tea for Three, I think, is Three Wishes, and then In 3 Years. And I believe these follow the same set of characters, Sarah, Louise, and Kate, I think. So these are books that I definitely want to get and I want to read because I just really, really love the first one. So that's it for me, guys. A really short review, but I hope you enjoyed it and I recommend this book. So if you are curious, also check out the description box down below so you can see all the handles for Christian booktubers that I subscribe to. If you are interested in reading more Christian fiction, you can subscribe to them and they have tons of recommendations. I got a few books that they mention, over the years, but I haven't, dwell on it that much. Now I'm really curious because I really enjoyed this one. Well, that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you on my next one. Bye.